Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Julius Alagba. Today I'm here in Marilao, Bulacan City, going to see Father, going to Father restaurant. Join me, let's go. Let's take a little walk. Wow, this place is nice. You have a nice view. You can see we also have a let's meat, eat a lot of meat here. Okay, so we are already here. So this is Musa's kitchenette here in Marilao, Bulacan. So this is the boss, the owner of the restaurant here.
Dian is here again.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Dian.
All right.
So viewers, this is Dian. If you want to learn, if you want to know more about Musa's kitchenette, subscribe, view, comment on Dian Julius One.
You can hear that from the boss.
You don't need to. You don't need to disturb yourself.
You can hear that from the boss.
That is it.
Yeah.
For a day.
Thank you, sir.
Dian Julius One.
Thank you for the time.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back
Thank
for
you.
this episode.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Julius Alagba. Today episode I'm here in Bulacan, in Baba restaurant, Musa's kitchenette here in Bulacan. So I just want to interview him, his own personal life and the rest. Thank you. Please stay and watch. Can you tell us your name? Tell my viewers your name.
Okay, my name is Bailompe. People know me as Father. Okay.
Father.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Okay, Father. How long have you been in the Philippines?
This is my 12th year in the Philippines.
Wow.
I spent 12 years in the
12 years.
Philippines. Yeah.
Wow, that's a very long year.
Yeah.
Wow.
But before I came to Philippines 2009, I've been coming to Philippines and going before I decided to stay in Philippines 2009.
Okay.
So I've been coming and going. So I've been visiting Philippines before I settled in
Before you
Philippines.
settled
Yes.
down.
Yeah.
So right now, how is the staying here in the Philippines?
You know, when we talk of stay here in the Philippines, everything depends on individual.
Yeah.
There is no place like heaven, but you have to make anywhere you are a heaven. You have to make it comfortable for yourself.
Yeah.
So for me, I can say to other people, if I tell you there are no ugly situation, ugly experiences, you know, I'm lying to you.
Yes.
But that ugly experiences or ugly situation, it's what we call challenges. So I don't see it as a problem. If I see it as a problem, it becomes a problem, and that will take me to a failure. I believe in two things: winner and failure.
Okay.
That the difference between a winner and a failure is this: a winner sees things as a mistake, and he has to correct that mistake, or she has to correct that mistake.
Okay.
But failure, people who fail believe that this is the end of it. They see it as the end of the road. So for me, I always believe as a winner, even if all those ugly situation experience come around me, I see it's a challenge, because I believe that anything that is a challenge, you have to challenge it.
Yeah,
If someone is coming to fight, you have to defend yourself. So this is how I see it. So whatever incident or anything I have recorded in the Philippines, I take it as a challenge. So I believe wherever you are, if you want to be happy, happiness is choice.
That is true.
If you don't want to be happy, it's left for you.
Yeah.
So make anywhere you are a heaven, and you will enjoy it. People around will jealous you, not knowing what you're seeing inside. That's how
So another question again. So how will you compare the educational system here in the Philippines? Because staying here for like 12 years now,
Yes.
if I may
ask.
okay. So 12 years now, that means maybe your BSc, something like that, maybe you obtain it here in the Philippines or in
Yeah, even
Nigeria?
my graduate school, even here in the Philippines,
Philippines.
though I had degree already before I came to Philippines. Then coming to Philippines, I have to take up psychology. I'm a philosopher. Yeah, I took up philosophy, and I
So-
finished my philosophy
okay,
course.
okay.
So coming to Philippines, I started all afresh. I took up psychology BS up to master graduate school, and I have a clinic, Extreme Mind Psychological Clinic. I
Here
do
in
my
the Philippines?
I do my
Wow.
private counseling. I do my private therapy. I go for talk and seminars and other things. I've worked already here in the Philippines in a psychological clinic.
Wow.
Now I'm working in school as an educator.
Wow, that's nice. So how will you compare the educational system and Nigeria system?
Actually, the truth of the matter is this: Philippines, they have quality education. I will tell you, they have quality education. Say in Nigeria, they have quality education because when you talk of this quality education, it depends on you. For example, let's say psychologists. There are some textbooks we are using here in the Philippines, and also we are using it in Nigeria. So it depends on individual. If you want to study, you study. But they have a quality education. They have, and their system is more easier compared to Nigeria. They are following American system and UK. It's not that difficult. Education, you know, if you want to learn, if you want to study, you need to simplify the academics and education for you to learn very well. It is well simplified, but over there down in Nigeria or Africa, education is very hard. Yeah, they make it difficult for people.
Wow.
So it seems it's very difficult, but they have quality education. If I compare Nigeria and here, I see they have quality education. Like I told you, I finished my philosophy before I go into psychology. I can see some of the courses I did in maybe in second year or third year philosophy. I did it in first year, second year
Wow.
my psychology.
So that means if you have the chance to advise people back home, that means you will advise them to choose the educational system in the Philippines and Nigeria. What will you say about
Not
that?
just even having the chance. I have brought so many people from Nigeria to study.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
So not just if having the chance. I have had the chance already, and I have convinced them. I processed the admission for them. They came over here and asked me through my advice. So I believe they have quality. As you can see, you are in Philippines also. You see Americans, Britons, Australians, Canadians. They come here to study. Aside from it's cheaper for them, it's quality also because when they go back to their country, their diploma and their TOR is still recognized.
Oh, that is nice. So you said that you have worked here in the Philippines.
I'm still working.
You are still working,
I work
yeah.
in psychological clinic. I'm
So-
working in a school also. I'm teaching.
How can you guys? What is like the relationship between you and the Filipino?
Very good. I can understand the language.
That means
So
you can
that's
speak
me.
the
I can
language.
speak the language very well.
That means you can flow with them.
Yeah, I'm even more Filipino than some of the Filipinos.
Wow.
So I can mingle, I can understand, I can tolerate them. But if I tell you that there is no work crisis or employee and employee issues, there is, but in the way it depends on how you handle it. That is where ethics come, ethical and understanding ethics in work comes in. Even though aside from Philippines, over there in our country where we come from, we do have problem with our co-workers.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
all these things depends on individual, but I cannot stand here or sit here to lie to you that I don't have that issues or problem with co-employed. I do, but I'll just look at it anyway.
You just
Maybe
walk away
just walk away with that.
for peace
You
to
know,
reign.
for
Yeah,
peace
it's
to
good.
reign. The
Yeah.
worst thing you can do to someone, if someone wants to make you angry or if someone just wants you to walk up, just make that person angry by any way you feel like. Make that person stupid. So this is, I will give you one example what happened. When I was working in a psychological clinic, we were having end of the year party. So we have banana. They brought in banana. We have 2 new employees. They don't know that I can understand language. So they were just talking as if, oh, it's black monkeys, it's
Oh,
black,
yeah.
eat bananas. So what they are talking, they are referring that I'm the monkey in the house who eat banana. The banana are made from monkeys and monkeys are black. So I didn't want to talk. I pretend as if I didn't hear or I didn't understand what they are saying. You know what I do? I keep looking for a bag, looking for a sacco bag. Fortunately, I saw one on my drawer. I packed all the bananas. When I was packing the bananas, they were surprised because other people didn't know what happened, what they said. They were surprised. What is this man doing? One of them approached me. I said, yeah, I'm the only monkey in the house. Only monkeys eat bananas. You cannot eat it. So they were shocked. They were surprised. So when they asked me, I asked them what they said. I packed all the bananas. None of the employees ate the bananas. When I went out of the office, I gave it out to the street kids and went home to some. So this is how to treat people like this. And I'm ready for fight. If you want fight, I'll give it to you. So this is how to treat people like this. If they want to frustrate you, you frustrate them. You frustrate them. So I have experienced so many things, but I pretend as if. But sometimes what I do approach them. I do confront them. If I cannot take it, I'll confront you. because I can understand the language. So I know when you are talking to me, I know when you are referring to me. So I must confront you and ask you why. And if what you are saying doesn't make any sense to me, I'll walk away.
That is true. So let's talk about the salary scale.
Yes.
Okay, so how will you compare the salary scale here and back home?
No, when it comes to the pay package, here is much, not just much. You see how I said it? Much better. Much better than home.
That is
Really.
nice.
And you still have that all those benefits they are giving to Filipinos,
So
like
the same benefits
SS,
also come to you.
Pag-ibig, everything, sick leave, car loan, whatever goes to you. They don't do as if maybe you're a foreigner, you're not a Filipino. With that very fact, it is limited. No, you still have that benefit.
That is nice.
You still have that benefit they are
Okay.
giving.
So the other question is this. So how like the marriage life in the Philippines? The marriage life, because I've heard about people marrying here, issues, something like that. You know, Filipino can be so sometimes annoying. That is the truth. So that I have one also. That is the truth. So annoying. So how are you able to tolerate? Yeah, all those kind of things.
There is one prayer. As a matter, I'm an ex-seminarian, so I wasn't that into girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever. I just got married, straight to marriage. But I have to face fact. When it comes to that issues and problem in marriage or whatever, yes, we have many people are getting married. They are having issues. But what I'm telling you now is, there is no perfect marriage. Believe me, there is no perfect marriage. In definition of marriage, we have marriage, we have marriage. It is two different things. There is no English language is the same. So when you mention like perfect, perfectly, celebrated, celebrate, you see, they are two different things. It means two different things, but they are the same. When you talk of marriage, you can say that marriage is a formal and legal union of two people. You see how it is defined, formal and legal. Meaning to say, you can get someone that is not meant for you. Once you walk to the altar and pronounce your vow, you have become formal. It's formal and it's legal.
Yeah.
Remember that legality and formality does not make that marriage real and authentic, because it is just marriage.
Yeah.
And when you look up the other way of marriage, it means combination or mixture of two elements. So when you bring elements and combine it together, it could give you anything. This person is a different person altogether. Genetic, hereditary, more especially for us who are Filipino. Continent, citizen, tradition, all those things are different. Then we talk of married. Married is what? In a relation of being married. That is relating to marriage. It means you're married. And this marriage is what? If it goes to a person, it means a man having a husband. If it goes to a woman, it means a man having a wife, a woman having a husband. So that is married. Becoming together, partner. So when you look at, like I said, there is no marriage is perfect. When you go to street and get a woman from the street, that woman will give you a street life. If you go to club and get a woman in club, it will give you a club life. So when you marry that you really want to marry, that means you want to marry. And there are two things we need to define in this marriage: need and love. Do you get married because you need to marry, or do you get married because you love to marry? Like we say, what is love? Love is a great interest or feelings. Love could be something you like so much.
Yeah.
Love could be what you like doing. So we need to define, do you get married because you love, you have a great interest? And when you talk of love in marriage or loving person, there is always material thing. Even if you go to someone because of that, the way that person talks, that speech is material. So once that person is talking the way she is talking, the marriage fades. If you love someone because she has a long hair, the way she's looking, the way she catwalks and all that, Whenever those things are not there, the love is no more there. So we get married because you need to marry and you build love. When I say that there is no perfect marriage, there are two things I can define marriage with. Marriage is like a mountain. Marriage is like an assignment. So that mountain, you need to climb a mountain of understanding. You need to climb a mountain of patience. If you don't climb mountain of patience and understanding, it's not gonna work out. So sometimes you understand this person. You understand me as a husband that I have a long-standing attitude. A long-standing attitude, not just because you met me. It is not just because I met my wife. This thing has been in her. This thing has been in me. So how are we going to bring in this patience to understand ourselves and build it? Wow. The other way, it's an assignment. Marriage is not a journey, but people take marriage as a journey. I don't believe they will tell you it's a journey you have to walk. It's a lie. Marriage is an assignment you need to solve. So you have to find out a solution how you are going to solve your marriage that people cannot hear what is happening. You don't gonna bring a third party in your marriage. When we talk of assignment, you know there are different ways of having an assignment. We have equation, we have long quiz, we have short quiz, we have different kinds of assignment. How do you want to solve the assignment in your marriage for you to get to a destination? Depends on you. Sometimes people think that, oh, the life I'm living, if I get married, I cannot change it because I get married. It's a lie. To be a bachelor and to be a married man, it's a two different thing. And because you change your life, you get married, does not make you a weakly, does not make you a weak person. People are thinking of what people will say about them. Let's say, when I was still single, I go home by 9, I go home by 8, I do go out with people. But now I got married, I have kids, I don't need to keep a late night. Because if I keep keeping a late night, what happens to my kid? But some people will be thinking, oh, if I go home now and tell people I have to go and see my family, my friends will say, oh, look at this man, woman rapper. He's going home just because he's scared of his wife. It's a lie. You have moved from another stage to another stage. You've gone from a bachelor life to a married life. So you have to live the life of a married life. You need to live your life in marriage the way you want it. Nobody will live it for you. There are assemblage of women out there. For you to get married to this particular woman, it is not by accident. Even if you feel it's a mistake, it is not a mistake. There is reason for making a mistake. So that's why it is called a mistake. You have made a mistake and you need to correct the mistake you have made. Every person has something to give. This woman is mother of your baby. If this woman, you will allow this woman to get pregnant for you and bring these kids for you, you have no reasonable reason to listen to what people will say or to act on what people will say over your own wife. So I can understand what you're saying. You know, we have different cultures, we have different traditions, we have different, but I'm telling you now the gospel truth. The culture is not the problem. The tradition is not the problem when it comes to marriage, more especially like the question you asked, marriage in the Philippines. You know, I come from Nigeria, this is not how we do it. This is Filipino, this is how you do it. Like I define marriage, two people become one, you are legal, married, you are now husband and wife. So all those things you have to put it behind you, you have to bring it together.
Sorry for cutting you short, you know.
Yes, I agree. I agree with you in what you said about respect. Down there, of where we come from, Africa or specifically Nigeria, we believe that we men, we are the head of the family, so we need that respect. Whether the woman is right or the woman is wrong, she has to obey the husband. But we need to understand what respect is. Respect is earned. If I want to earn respect from you, I need to give you that respect. This woman is my wife. She demands respect as well. If I give her that respect, she has to give it back to me. That is why respect is earned. It becomes reciprocal. I agree with you quite well. But you know, African culture, it's very, very intimidating to our wives, to our women. Like here, like you have just said, culture, I don't believe it is culture. Tradition, I don't believe it's tradition. We married Filipinos, some people are having problems with.
Hello guys, right now we are about coming to an end of this interview. So like I said before for the starting, we are here in the Museum's kitchenette owned by Father here in Bulacan. So over to you. What do you have to say to the audience?
Please, audience, I want audience, please hold your ears. Just hold the ears and listen to me attentively, because if you don't have your hands on your ears, you will not listen very well. Please, if you want to understand what I'm telling you now, audience, if you want to get something better, if you want to get knowledge, please comment or DM Julius One channel. Comment, like, please view, share. Without doing this, you are not with us. You cannot get it. Once you comment, once you view, once you like, once you share, you're already straight here in Myosan Kitchenette, where you will eat to live. And when you are living healthy. Come and chicken with us in Myosan Kitchenette. Once more, then Julius One channel is bringing you Myosan Kitchenette and giving you this knowledge for you to know what it is about marriage. Come here with your wife, come here with your fiancé, come here with your girlfriend, and you learn more how to live and what love is all about. Once more, audience, one salute for you. We love you all.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. Thank you. And once more, please don't forget to subscribe, show some like, comment. Let's go. Thank you.